rained out or anything that year? I'm wondering why we would have missed that.
I might have been doing that. It might have been the year that.
I mean, 73 it was rained out for 3 days.
That may have been when.
I got stories too.
Wasn't it like rain delayed when Bobby Hunter won the second time?
Maybe that's what.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun though.
So that was your favorite track, though, right?
What's that?
Flemington?
We ran really good there in '78.
Yeah.
Really?
Kenny was saying that one year he had 40 wins in that car, that old Pinto.
You know what's
'78?
You know what's amazing? I'm sitting here talking to you right now. On the way out, I figured I'd be bored on the ride because Kevin's driving. He's a freaking maniac the way he drives. I just figured I'd bury my head in a book. I grabbed the pictorial from 1975, and it's got a picture of you in the 19, and right alongside of you is an identical 19 with Billy Osmond behind the wheel.
Osmond?
Yeah, and I never knew. Yeah, I mean I got the program. It's right up there, but it's
Larry
it's
Dixon
the it's
drove
the
your
it's the
Dixon drove one of my cars one time.
This looks like
At the
Osmond though
Flemington?
because I don't know. It looks like Osmond because you know Osmond back in the day had kind
Davey
of,
Marburger did too for a while.
Could have been Redding. I don't remember anybody
this
else.
is the, you know the Pinto with the skinny Pinto with the
Yeah.
sides tucked in, and it says Billy Osmond. Man,
You might jump in somebody else's car.
Huh. See, now I'm tempted. It's Kevin Ayers is probably in the pits. Otherwise, I'd go and grab that. But it's from that. You know what I'll do? I'll put it on. I'll put it on the site, and then let you guys battle it out and figure out who the hell's in there. But the caption says Billy Osmond.
That
Do
could
you think
be.
he ever drove one of them? At least one. It might have
Not
just
my
been-
car. He never drove one of
See,
my
but
cars.
how about that? This is the
That
two.
I know of.
At least the two 19s. I didn't even know you had two of them at the same time. But there they on the track together.
Yeah, several times.
See, I drove for statewide '75, '6, and '7.
This picture would have been probably, if I had to guess.
Well, the whiter was a white Pinto.
Yeah, with the
They
stripes
was
on the
all
roof.
white when you had except for the red Pinto you had. There was a red Pinto with a white roof. Remember that one?
Yeah, that was with statewide.
That was your state one.
They just had that in one of the Facebook or somewhere. She's just seen it. And they were arguing where the picture was taken.
Oh yeah, where the hell was that? They said people still win there.
The guy claims that took it, said it was Middletown, New York.
Yeah, but they don't have. Do they have cement walls in the front stretch?
Yeah. No,
Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody said it wasn't.
but it
Windsor
wasn't a
because of
covered
that.
grandstand, but it,
Yeah, it was-
depending where you took
the
the
fourth turn was open.
Yeah, that was open from
So maybe it
from
was there.
partway down the straightaway. Off the fourth turn,
Right.
Okay.
there's a ways back. There's stands there that. So if the picture was taken,
Yeah.
stands are here, and the picture's taken
Just
because it was
missed it.
taken at this angle
Yeah.
toward the fourth turn.
Was that one of
It
your?
could have been, but I said I couldn't really tell. You know what I mean?
That was one of your original Pintos that they statewide bought from then. Because nobody remembers a red one. I'm like, I remember a red one. I think you
70. I have to think. I built a Pinto in '73, and actually, I think that's the one I run at Reading. I won them 425s that
Right.
night with that '73, and I must have run that in '74. Then I got in with statewide in '75.
Now, was that the well car or was that one of your
Well,
cars?
that's what I'm trying to
okay,
think.
Okay.
The load car will probably be from '76.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I ran my own car for them in '75, and then they bought the other car in '76, or it was '75 when they bought the well car.
This-
And then I know in '77, I built a Pinto. We went to Florida with it, and that was with statewide. And we ran on the asphalt tracks. We ran at the football stadium in Daytona.
Clive Martin or whatever the hell it was called. I know
It's a
what
little
you're talking
football
about.
stadium.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Mayor Troyer's car was he was there, and I don't know a number of the guys. And I ran New Smyrna with that car.
Okay.
A little bit there, and that was the one that's the 78, the one I ran in '78. But then I parted ways with them in '77, and some guys up my way bought everything, and then I ran for them.
This picture,
That was '78.
somebody
9.
wrote on the outside of this, May of '75. This is when this pictorial was.
Right.
And I was surprised to see 219s, Pintos. Yeah. I mean, the cars look very similar.
Right.
So-
They could have, man. You know.
Did you know Kenny Weld at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Quite a genius,
I
wasn't
was
he?
at his shop a number of times. Too,
Yeah.
because he was only in York, which is 45 minutes from me. Yeah, he was smart. He was a real
Yeah.
smart guy. He was one of the guys. you know, he'd start talking shit and he would lose me in a heartbeat. You know?
He's looking for a different way, I guess, right?
You know, well, he was real smart with everything. You know, I mean, it's just funny. Here's one of the stories with him. I was running Reading, and I built my own motors, and we didn't have a lot of horsepower. What Reading, you didn't need a lot of horsepower. You just needed something smooth, and actually, when the motor was halfway worn out, it was better because we couldn't hook up.
Tires. Okay.
You couldn't hook up back then, you know. But anyways, Kenny come down through the pits, and I was trying to set the timing, and the motor was so weak it didn't want to run at all. And anyways, he said, you're turning the timing back because you got too much power, he said. I said, no, not quite. Not right now. So anyways, then we got talking, and he said, I don't know what I asked him about, and he said, come up to my shop. He said, I'm making some stuff, you know, see if you're interested in it. So I went up to his shop, and well, he was on top of everything, you know what I mean? And he had a leak down tester. I don't know if you know what a leak down tester. It tells how much
How much is left?
how much blow by is on the motor.
Flow
you know?
bench, yeah.
So I never seen a leak down tester. I
Right.
said, what the hell's that? He said, well, he said, when your motor gets below 10%, then it needs to be tuned up.
Rings, whatever. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay.
Something's not
So
sewn, right?
I come home and I call Cooper's Speech out because I used to deal with Ed up there, and he dealt with guys with drag cars. I said, hey, leak down tester, do you have one of them? He said, yeah, you want to borrow it? I said, okay. So he showed me how to use it, and I took it home and I put it on my motor. There was like 3, 4 of them that were 30. There was 2 or 3 of them that were 60. And I beat him. You know, I beat him that night with the goddamn thing. It's like, oh man. So, well, you know, it's not always smarts that wins. It's just, you know, plain out, you know, having a little common sense and driving and whatever else, you know. But he was a smart guy, real smart. You know, he built engineers.
Yeah, but did you have something going on there with anything with like engine back? I know you were on the left hand, weren't you on the left hand a little bit?
I always like sitting on the left. Well, the reason I sat on the left because
The steering?
we put the steering up front, and if you sat in the middle, you had to put like 5 U-joints in to get
Right,
it.
right, to get it to come back
So,
over to you.
I would cut a piece out of the valve cover and I'd go straight to the steering. Straight
Box.
to the steering, straight on.
Yep,
There was 1 U-joint at the box, and that was it.
Gotcha. So
See, when you got too many U-joints, and then you got play in the goddamn thing. or
Yeah, I've
whatever
seen
else.
that. I've seen guys even with chains and
No.
sprockets and stuff.